Hey guys, it's Ro. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm hanging out with James. Oh my gosh, it's James Charles. I am so happy that you're here.
Thank you for having me, sister. I'm literally so pumped.
This is our first time baking together ever. If you are not aware, like if you are brand new to the internet, you've never been on YouTube, and you've never seen James's channel, it is amazing. He's so talented, so creative, and I absolutely love him. He's just like a wonderful human being. So please go show him some love and support. I'm gonna be putting his links down below. Go check him out, subscribe, show him all of the love. James, if someone has never seen your channel, and they're just brand new to the internet, what kind of videos could we find on your channel?
So my channel's all makeup and beauty related, but it's not tutorials or reviews, it's more entertainment-based content. So if you want a good laugh and you want to play with a little bit of makeup, unleash your inner artist, come check it out. It's kind of fun, kind of funky, kind of fresh.
Yeah, hashtag unleash your inner artist. He's also the perfect guest to invite over today because I have never made a drip cake on this channel, and I got so many requests from you guys to make a drip cake. These are so trendy, they're so popular, but we've never done it, and it reminded me of your blank canvas look.
Yes.
You guys, I'm gonna put a picture. James, do I have your permission to put a picture?
No copyright claims today.
I wanna put a picture of this look so you guys will know what I'm talking about. It's this really cool drips, and it looks like the drip cake.
Yes, it's so cool. I feel like also too, I do have some cake baking experience.
Yes!
A tiny little bit. Did you see my video where I made a cake?
Yes, I am in love with it. I'm gonna put a link down below if you guys haven't seen it. James makes a cake and decorates it to look like his palette. I was so proud of you.
Thanks, girl. Like every little gay boy, I was just convinced that I was going to be a professional baker one day.
And I was like, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna put links down below to that. Go check it out. And now, are you ready to make my first ever drip cake on this channel?
I am born ready, sister.
Okay, let's get started. Boom. So the cake that we're making today is a vanilla cake, and I'm going to be putting all the ingredients and the measurements in the description down below, so you can check them out there. James, the first step, we're gonna whisk together our dry ingredients. Super simple because there's only two. Okay, so we're gonna whisk together the flour and baking powder, and then whisk together until well combined. Once mixed, we're gonna set this off to the side, and then we're gonna cream together the butter and the sugar. James, you're gonna scoop in the butter to the bowl, and you can use a spatula. All right, James, you wanna pour this in?
I would love
I'm putting you to work in this kitchen.
No, I love that. Please
do. Okay, so pour in all the sugar, then we mix together. So lock down that KitchenAid. Look at James.
I'm a professional.
Locks it in
I know what I'm
place
doing.
here. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud. You are literally the first guest who knew how to lock this KitchenAid.
I'm the queen.
I'm giving you gold stars. There's gold baking stars just flying out everywhere. Then mix together at a medium speed for about 2 minutes until it's nice and fluffy.
Should we scrape down the sides?
Yeah, let's give it a scrape. Did everyone hear that?
Bro, I'm a professional baker. Don't ever doubt me.
Should we scrape down the sides? Yes, James, we should scrape down the sides. Welcome to James's baking show.
Welcome to Sister Nummies.
Welcome to Sister Nummies. Today he will teach you how to make a drip cake.
Sorry guys, Rose been canceled.
Yeah, I'm canceled.
You're not.
I'm just hanging out here now. I'm just everyone's cheerleader. You can do it.
It's like you with the video camera. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Okay, now we're gonna add in 4 eggs. I've already cracked them so it wouldn't be messy.
Okay, I love that.
Add them all in there, the whole egg, the egg white and the yolk. Then we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract.
I love vanilla.
Can you just,
it's literally the best thing in the entire world.
Why does it smell so good?
Are you a vanilla or a chocolate girl?
Oh my gosh, both.
Okay.
I like to get the swirl.
Okay.
Because I don't want to choose. It's like too delicious. Place that down. He knows what he's doing, and mix it up one more time. That looks great.
Nice and mixed?
Yeah. Our butter's all mixed up with the eggs and the vanilla. Now we're gonna add all of the dry ingredients to the bowl. Then we're gonna mix it up again.
We're starting at a low speed because this is not going to explode everywhere.
Because if you do high speed, it will poof, it will turn into a big dust cloud. That's really good advice. Last and final step, James, take it away.
Got you.
Pour in that milk and mix it up one more time.
Okay, it looks pretty good and mixed to me.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Are we ready to pan her up?
Yes, batter
Look how
goes
pretty that
into the
looks.
pans. This is perfect consistency. It's a nice thick batter. This is gonna bake well. It doesn't need to be perfect, but we're gonna eyeball the batter into these 3 pans. These are 3 6-inch round pans. These are the ones from my baking line, but you can use any ones you want. If you're interested in these, I'll put a link down below to go check them out. I just love them because I designed them with a lip, so it makes it easy to put them in and out of the oven. Each of them have been greased and lined with a piece of parchment paper at the bottom. James, that's a pro tip.
Parchment paper at the bottom?
That's gonna take your baking game up
the
a
next
level.
level.
Yeah.
Well, luckily I already have parchment paper in my pans always.
There you go. This could be a little messy, but it'll be fun. Can you hold this like that?
I would be honored.
And then we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna do some scoops.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna do a scoop here, and then I'll go back.
We love a good sister scoop.
We gotta share.
This batter looks so good. I've never seen a cake batter at this consistency.
Isn't this nice and thick?
We do love a thick sister. We
Yes,
do.
we do. I posted a picture of my swimsuit, and
Love that.
people said I had a booty.
That's good. That's good.
And they said I was thick, and I got so excited.
That's so good.
They sent me an emoji with a cake and then the peach,
Uh-huh.
and it's called cake booty,
Yeah.
and that's a thing.
Well, I wouldn't call it cake booty, but it's just like the cake means like you got cake. Like your butt is like thick. And then the peach
Love
emoji
it.
looks like a butt. So then it's like, that's good.
I'm embracing it.
You want the cake emoji and the peach emoji. Those are good. Those are good comments.
Those are the good emojis.
Those are the good ones.
Comment those in the comments down below. Cakes and peaches.
No correlation to this video whatsoever. Just comment cakes and peaches.
Yeah, just put them down there for
Just
fun.
please comment cakes and peaches.
Cakes and peaches, cakes and peaches. Before we pop these in the oven, it's a little messy, but what we're gonna do is just, give it a tap on the counter, get those air bubbles out, and then you can spin these around.
Ooh, that's a good
Just
trick.
flatten out the batter. And it doesn't need to be perfect. I just think that this helps the batter bake evenly and rise together.
All right, you guys, our cakes are all flat in the pans here, unlike our cakes, which are not flat. But I'm baking joke.
But I
We're gonna
love
pop them in
it.
the oven now.
Yes, at 350 degrees and bake for 30 minutes. And you can stick them all in together at the same time. They will bake evenly.
All right, you guys, we just took our cakes out of the oven. They are all nice and baked. We gave them plenty of time to cool as well so we can safely frost them without them completely crumbling and falling apart.
Yeah.
So now we're going to assemble them on our little cake tray that we have right
Yay!
here.
Yes, in front of us we have a cake plate and a turntable, and this turntable will up your icing game.
True.
You can ice a cake without one, but they make things a lot easier.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite ones. Okay, James, I'm gonna put a little bit of icing down right in the middle.
Yep.
And whatever you want to serve your cake on, I would suggest doing that right now. Like, we're using a little cake plate, but if you just want to use a regular plate at home, or you have like a fancy little cake stand, use that now, because otherwise transferring the cake later is a little tricky.
Too complicated.
It's a little, I've dropped one.
Oh yeah, me too.
And it was tears, just crying. Just don't do it. Okay, so James, I'm gonna have you stack the first cake right in the middle. We're just gonna stack and ice. Yes.
That's good and centered.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you my technique, and then I'm gonna have you do it.
Okay, great.
Okay, so the technique I like to use when we're icing together these cakes, be really generous with the frosting, because I like when you cut into the cake, you get a lot of icing between
nice
your cake
thick
layers.
layer.
Pipe an outline all the way around, like a little fence. And then you fill it in. I use a zigzag motion. It doesn't need to be perfect, but just like something that gives it a real fill.
Okay.
Using an offset spatula, put gentle pressure and give it a spin, just really gentle, because you can always continue to press down.
Right.
All right, so take another layer and just kind of line it up the best we can. You can get down here if you need to. That's looking really good. All right, so grab that piping bag and do a little outline all the way around. And don't worry about air bubbles. Don't worry about it not looking perfect. No one's gonna see this. This is the part you cut into and you eat. So and don't worry about it coming out the sides a little bit, because we'll ice the outside of the cake too. James, I am so proud of you.
Ready for this? Ready for
Yes.
this?
Show me these spatula skills. There we go, there we go. Hold it. Gentle and spin. Yes, yes. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Everybody! James is an artist in every way, shape, and form. Makeup, music, baking.
Should we add the final
Yeah,
layer?
final layer, and this one you flip upside down.
Oh, good tip. Okay.
Yeah, so flip upside down. This
What's
is
the
to
reason you do that?
It reduces the crumbs Because
Okay.
the crummiest part is where you've leveled the cake. That's where it's going to be crummy. And it has the flattest top. So it's kind of a cheat to get it to the most flat looking.
That's a good tip. I've actually never done that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's
okay, well,
good.
there's one. You can take that, put it in your back pocket. Boop, boop. Put it right
Perfect.
there. I put a bunch of buttercream icing into a piping bag, cut off the tip, and we're gonna start at the bottom.
Okay.
I'll show you, and you just spin it around. So just attach it, and again, it's okay if it touches the cake plate or it looks a little bit messy because we're gonna cover it.
Right.
So you do one layer and then you work your way up. So then you do the second layer, just like this. Get a lot of icing on there.
Okay.
Be generous, you don't need to be skimpy on it. Because we can take icing off, it's a lot harder to put it back on later. And again, this part doesn't need to look perfect because we're gonna even it out. Just keep piping circles all the way around the cake, working your way up.
hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Air bubble.
Okay, then on the top of the cake,
Should we just do a spiral?
yeah, you can do outside again and then fill it in.
Perfect.
And be really, really generous.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Same thing that we did in the layers. Pipe all the way around. Oh my gosh, the swirl, it's happening.
Oh,
Oh,
air bubble!
no, air bubble!
Rude, it interrupted my swirl.
Cease and desist on that air bubble.
Immediately.
We're over it.
Good enough.
Perfect. Now just take these offset spatulas and you're gonna apply gentle pressure and work your way around, but just really, really gentle. Do you want the bigger one?
Yeah, I do.
So it kind of goes like this, like try to use one side of it almost.
Oh, okay.
Like one side. And
At an angle.
Yeah, at an
Okay.
angle. And really gentle.
Oh,
and you'll
yeah, what
see,
the heck?
like the first time around it won't get all the grooves, but the second and third time around it will
smooths
it will
it out.
grab them. Here.
That's so good.
Let's see. I'm gonna get in there and take a look. Sometimes I get so low, I'm like this, I'm like in it. Isn't that crazy? James, this looks so good. This is perfect. You're just gonna keep spinning it around until you get the cake as smooth as you'd like. Look at this, perfect. Do the same thing on the top. Yes, yes, yes. I don't even need to help you on this part.
Bro, but teamwork makes the dream work.
This is
But
like
I am a
first for me.
professional.
You are. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think it's pretty good and sister smooth. What do you
It
think?
is really sister smooth. Yes. It is time to pop in the fridge. We're gonna let it chill.
Okay.
And while it's chilling, we're gonna make a little fondant decoration for this cake.
Love that. Okay,
Yes.
sounds good and fresh.
Okay, now it's time for my favorite part. It's time for decorations.
Decorating.
This is where we get creative, and we're gonna be using marshmallow fondant, which is my favorite fondant.
So delicious.
Okay, so James, in front of you, I've got a little bit of fondant here. So if you want to use your hands to warm it up, if you've never used fondant before, it is a very thick frosting. It's dough-like, like Play-Doh, but it is edible. And it's basically a bunch of powdered sugar and marshmallows and a little bit of water. That's this recipe.
You know the first time I ever made fondant, I think I used your recipe for it?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, your video tutorial.
I was so proud. James made his palette with fondant, you guys, and colored everything. It looks amazing. Again, I am linking that video because I am so proud.
I don't know if amazing would be the adjective that I would personally use,
amazing.
but
really
the
tricky.
effort behind it was amazing. The end result, debatable.
Very cute. It's just fondant's a little tricky because it's sensitive
is.
to heat. So when you use your hands, it heats up with the heat of your hands and it becomes really pliable. And then when you let it sit out, it dries and hardens.
Yeah.
So like what you can do is just place it down on the counter, take this little roller and roll it out. So the drip cake design that we're doing is gonna have a paintbrush at the top and then like the paint is gonna be like dripping
So
off the
cool.
cake. So this was the template and I kind of like laid it on top, just like that. And then with a sharp cutting knife, just cut it out to look like this. And I used the little knife to make these little details and I've let it sit here and harden so it wouldn't flop.
Right.
Because otherwise, James, pretend this is
Oh.
the paintbrush shaped fondant while it's
Just
still
use your
soft.
imagination.
Yeah, like James, just stick this on the top of the cake. Here, hold this.
Perfect.
Okay,
Ready?
and then let go of it. Yeah. So,
Not good.
Right, so you want to let your fondant harden. I like to do that overnight, so I did this in advance. But I'm going to be a little bit delicate, so I've just cut it out and shaped it to look like a paintbrush. And I stuck some toothpicks in there to give it a little bit more extra support, so when we place it down, it will go right in there. This is what it looks like painted. Oh, I gotta be really careful.
So good.
Painted
That's a
it.
paintbrush.
And if you're wondering, what did you paint it with? Was it paint? Was it makeup? No, it's edible food coloring.
Thank God.
This is a bowl of edible food coloring, brown, and a little bit of alcohol. You can use an extract like vanilla extract because it has alcohol in it, or you can use just a little bit of vodka. Whatever you got, you want to dilute it and then use a paintbrush. And James, I'm gonna let you just paint the handle. Go for it, just like that. Oh my gosh, and look, as it dries, you can even see the strokes. So you can really make the paintbrush
Yeah, we want to give
look
it
like
that
wood.
wood texture.
So you just paint it and you let it dry for about an hour and it's good to go. Another idea, if you don't want to do the paint idea, which we're doing today, here's an example if you want to do like an ice cream drip looking cake.
So sick. All right, you guys, so we have pretty much all of our parts of our cake ready to assemble. I'm so pumped. We now have our white chocolate glaze. Yeah, explain to me what this is, because I'm intrigued.
Okay, so there's two things you can make a drip cake with. You can use a chocolate ganache, which is a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
It's basically cream and chocolate. Or you can do a chocolate glaze, which I've used white chocolate. The white chocolate glaze is made the same as a ganache, only you add a little bit of corn syrup, and that's to make it a little softer, a little shinier, and it's gonna be really runny. But if you'd rather have a thick drip cake, where like your design, I'm thinking of makeup, like where you want it to be really thick and you don't want it to do like deeper like drips, then you could use like a ganache. But we're gonna be doing a white chocolate glaze. So this is basically white chocolate melted, really nice fancy white chocolate. I got us the good stuff.
Love that, love the good stuff.
A little bit of cream and corn syrup. So these are just mixed together, and then we've dyed them different colors to look like a beautiful paintbrush, like a beautiful array of paint.
An artist palette.
Yes! I'll put the recipes for this chocolate glaze down below. We're placing the fondant detail on first. You can do this first or last. Just be really gentle, because it's a very tall fondant detail.
It is.
And look at that!
Beautiful, gorgeous. Now we're ready to drip drop.
Drip drop. We're ready to drip drop to drip drip. My new hit single coming to you.
I love that.
So I like to pipe a triangle first.
Okay.
So like pipe the outline of the triangle, and you'll kind of feel the texture of it.
It's already dripping.
Yeah, that's okay. Let it drip, and the lines may not be perfect, and that's okay. Look at that. Look at all of those drips. So you can add as many drips as you'd like. You can just have a couple or a few, whatever you want. James is also using the little squeeze bottle to put some paint colors onto the end of the paintbrush, so it looks like the paintbrush like this. Look, it looks like it's truly sitting in that paint. And if you also want your drips to like drop slower, you can pop the cake in the fridge at any time. And that's gonna slow the drop. So if you've like got them dripping and they're just so much and we can't control them, you can pop it in the fridge for a second and that will slow them down. But really, you know, this is where you play. You just get used to like the material and you just play with it and you see what you can do.
Oh, that drip stopped at the perfect place. Oh, I'm a professional dripper.
Look at this. Look at the professional dripping
we're so
over
good.
here. One more color to go, and then this cake is done. Ta-da! Here's the paintbrush drip cake that we made today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We got so many requests to make a drip cake, and this is the very first official drip cake on this channel. And thank you so much, James. I have to thank you for helping me make this today.
Thank you for helping me, Ro.
You
You're
did
the sweetest.
so good, and I am so proud of you.
Well, this was so much fun to make. Like, I love baking. It's been some of my passions since I was a really, really young kid. Obviously, I tried to do the palette cake video. Didn't turn out the best. So as soon as you texted me to come over, I was like, oh yes, girl, I am on the way over. Let's do this. Let's kill it, and let's unleash our inner artists together.
I love it. I hope you learned some new skills that you can take with you. A few in your
100%.
back pocket, like just a few. But he is amazing. Again, I'm going to be putting all of his links down below. So go subscribe, show him some love. There are so many cool things to watch over on his channel, and he's one of my favorite people. He's just incredible and talented, and I had so much fun today, and I love you. And I'm like getting like I'm blushing right now. So
no, I'm blushing. Oh my god, make sure you guys subscribe to Ro, obviously as well. Hello, she has literally the best channel on all of YouTube. If you want more nerdy numbies and cute little things, hit the thumbs up button on this video down below. Give our sister a shout out, show some love, and subscribe too.
Oh my gosh, I will love it. Yes, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, click subscribe. subscribe, ring the bell to receive notifications every time I post a new video, and please let me know in the comments below if there are any other baking recipes you would like to see me bake or any other cool collabs you would like to see, because I would love to make it happen. Now, after all of our hard work, we got this beautiful bite. Look at those layers. We got our little drip. All right, let's take a taste. Cheers. Oh no! Oh no! It's aggressive. Here we
Try two.
Cheers.
Bingo.
Here we go. We got it. Mmm.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that is so good. You know what? Nothing really beats just a plain, simple, made from scratch vanilla cake recipe. It's
Oh
good.
my god.
It goes good for any occasion. Drip, drip, drop, a drip, drip, a drop, a drop, a drip, drip, drop, a drip, drip, a drop, a drop. It goes good for any occasion. Drip, drip, drop, a drip, drip, a drop, a drop.
Available on iTunes and Spotify now.
Check it out. You won't regret it.
You might.
You might regret it. You probably, honestly will regret it.